The Film Slice crew review Meg. Shut up, Meg. Hey Team Megastruck here, welcome to the Film Slice podcast. I'm here, as always, with my co-host, Kane Doodly Wheelie Kane Dogs, Bro Diddly Doo Broadman, and first time ever special guest, Jason Statham. How are we, mate?
Come on, Brody.
I can... Okay, what's he? He's like, what fuck you think you're doing, mate?
Wow, he's very chav.
Yeah.
He's like all South London.
You're telling me I'm here to take on a giant shark?
No, it's very Aussie.
Yeah, that was quite Aussie.
Oh, bloody take
We've
on
also got Steve Irwin with us.
Oh, crikey.
Crikey!
So Jason Statham unfortunately had to go home. But the
mate,
film-
go home.
Jason
You're drunk,
Statham?
Jason. You're doing an Australian accent. You're drunk, mate.
This week we're reviewing The Meg.
Yes, we are.
Starring our buddy Jason Statham. Starring
Jaws a bit bigger.
someone-
Our old friend.
some other people as
Molly
well.
Rose.
Kane Dogs.
Molly
Hit us up with
Rose.
our
Who the fuck's
Not, is it Molly
IMDb
Rose?
summary.
Ruby Rose.
Ruby
I'm pretty sure.
Rose, my favourite actress whose name sometimes escapes me. Alright, The Meg. After escaping an attack by what he claims was a 70-foot shark, Jonas Taylor must confront his fears to save those trapped in a sunken submersible. I didn't say submarine. It says submersible.
Submersible.
You're a submersible, man.
Submersible. Anyway, let's move on to our first segment. When did you see the movie and what did you think?
When did you see the movie? What did you think? Do you like the movie? None of the shit.
Kane Dogs, start with you, buddy.
Okay.
Buddy old pal.
I saw the movie Thursday night, so
Yeah, nice.
opening night, and loved it. I expected it to be crap. We talked about Skyscraper a couple of weeks back, how just somehow taking a premise of a film, in this case Jaws, and making everything bigger doesn't necessarily make it better.
Or Mega.
Great. Yes, no, bigger isn't always better, but for this film, it almost went a bit Sharknado for me, and
Yeah.
it was great. It knew what it was, and I loved every minute of it. Also, I love Jason Statham, and I want him to be in more of these dumb action films, because he plays ironic. Like, he plays... not
He
ironic.
plays dumb really
No,
well.
he plays like a great caricature of an 80s action hero really
Yeah.
well, and that's what I think is so great.
Brody.
When did I see? I saw it Thursday also. I would have seen it earlier, though. Earlier in the day.
Sucked in.
Bloody loved it. This one's a hundo, guys.
It's a Hyundai.
Hundo. This is 100% go and see.
Yeah?
Yep. This was fucking
I can't even
ridiculous.
tell if Brody's
This was
joking.
Such a ridiculous film. I loved it. I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Because it was ridiculous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it knew that.
Yeah, and it knew it was ridiculous. And they're like, we could make this film really shitty like Rampage.
We could try
Or
to
we
make...
could put some effort in and just kind of have fun with
Well-
this weird premise. And then it was good.
Yeah.
And I was
was
so
great.
surprised.
What
And
it was,
amazing.
because they could have tried to overplay the drama to it, or they could have tried to overplay sort of the depth of the characters, and in this
Depth, nice
circumstance...
pun.
underplaying it made it far better. Instead of giving us,
Underplaying, nice pun.
instead of giving us like
Kind
30,
of a deep, very deep
like
explanation.
no one got
Just
the
kinda hit
no
the
one got the
surface.
Some more
blues.
puns, please, Angus.
no one got the blues, and no one wet themselves. More puns.
That's a very
hit all
sharp
of the-
depiction.
They hit all the right notes for doing a monster film, where like they didn't reveal it too early and all that stuff, and they didn't kind of repeat like cheap gags of like, oh, it's about to kill him. Oh, it didn't kill him. Oh, it did though.
They did
Yeah.
some fake
did that,
jump
like,
scares
once.
really well.
Yeah.
And not only did they manage to do that in a joking kind of manner, but they also really successfully hit tension building moments when they had to. Like, I gripped the seat sometimes when I was meant to, and it was great. Angus, over to you.
What did you think?
I saw the movie
Cool.
2 days ago, and I thought it was great. I don't know if it was one that you should see at the movies, but
I reckon you should see it in the movies.
Yeah, I can see it as quickly as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Do whatever
I think
you
it was-
can to go
Go
and
see it
this
now.
film.
Stop listening. Go see
Film of
it.
the year.
he's called it early. No, I think it was fun. It was definitely a dumb movie, but it knew that it was a dumb movie, and it played into that very well.
Oh yeah, this is great.
Lads, you know how every week I put out on Instagram and Twitter, and Kane Dogs, did you do Facebook?
Yeah, man, I do Facebook.
Yep. No, like, did you put it out on Facebook?
I always put up the trailer and say this is what we're doing. Any thoughts? And
Cool.
the only people
you
that
get
liked
anyone?
it are you and me.
Nice one. How's our
I'll double check. I'm pretty
how's
sure
our
we got nothing.
follower count going on that?
I'll let you know.
Come on, double
Come on.
digits.
All right. Thus far, we have.
27.
I'm just getting bloody
15.
in there. All right, everybody want to make their guesses?
We just did.
Don't know where to find out.
He's stalling, but he's not doing a good job at multitasking. Anyway, we put up on our various social medias what we're reviewing and ask our slicey slices.
17.
That was pretty
I
close.
guess it was pretty close.
All you lovely listeners out there, what you thought of the film, and normally no one writes back.
This is
Guess
correct.
how many we
2.
got. Brody's on 2. Cane Dogs.
I'm gonna say. Brody always says 2. I'm gonna say 1.
4.
Oh,
We got 4. Well, unless we did we get anything on Facebook?
we got a comment for the Spy Who Dumped Me trailer.
Cool. Never mind. Okay, so this is from the IOHO podcast, or the In Our Honest Opinion podcast.
Or
They
the
say,
Ohio.
oh,
podcast.
Oiho.
Yoho.
Iyoho.
Iyoho.
The Iyoho podcast. They said, I saw it and thought it was a very reminiscent of Deep Blue Sea. I felt that the comparison to Jaws was unfounded. Last bit, saw it in 3D, and it had some great shots. I did a video review, so definitely check that out.
Check that out and let him
Let
know
him
if
know
we're
how-
good.
Let him know how we're doing.
I really hope that one day we'll blow up and then people will do a backlog of this. And then one day people will just get a surplus of people telling them
why
whether
are these
we're
people getting lots of followers? I've listened to their first 50 podcasts.
No,
They've all
it's
been
good.
shit.
Next off, we've got from Worth a Watch. They sent us 3 shark emojis, which is nice.
Is that out
That's
of
pretty cute.
5 or 10?
I don't know. They just sent the shark emojis.
Out of 3?
Fair enough. Well, shark emoji back to you.
Well, let him know if we're good. Send a shark emoji.
This is from at Nihil Ultra Hey Ek, I
Well,
think.
that's not us.
They
Nicole
said-
Ultra Hayek.
They said, fun for kids. A few chuckles, a few eye rolls. Overall, a bit disappointing for those of us still emotionally scarred from seeing Jaws as kids. Our last review from our Slicey Slices. This is from Brooke Sherman. She says, I enjoyed it.
Sherman!
Goo old classic shark movie. Some jump scares, intense anticipation. Personally, I don't think it's a big award winner or anything, but it's enjoyable and I'd watch it again. She then goes on to say, obviously that was meant to say good, not goo.
Good on you, Brooke. What I like to think is
was
that
pretty
that
good.
wasn't in a separate comment. That was all in one comment, and she just couldn't be bothered editing it.
Yeah.
Because I do that all the time.
Anyway, that's what our Slicey Slices thought of this week.
What do we think, Jason Statham Oscar bait?
Bait. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, good pun.
Bait pun.
Nice one, chum.
Ooh. And yes,
Bloody got
please,
him.
can you try to keep up with Jordan's game of puns?
Sorry, yes, I shall fish.
Okay. I mean, anytime you want to start with the shark or water-related puns,
Okay.
you can go ahead.
Alright.
Well, Jordan,
Okay,
you're doing quite well.
Yeah, even without trying.
Well, water are we up to next?
Oh, no.
Would you recommend it? Who would you recommend it to?
Alright, I'd recommend this to anyone that likes a good monster movie. Anyone that enjoys a good sort of... Like
When you say monster movie, though,
Okay,
this isn't like a scary monster movie.
it has moments. My girlfriend is afraid of open water and afraid of sharks and all of that sort of stuff. And this movie played on all those fears.
Well, I mean, it did have water.
It had both water and sharks. And yet we were both really surprised by that.
I would recommend this one as well. I'd recommend this to pretty much
Yeah.
anyone. Just like if you're gonna go see a film, go see this film. This is probably the best thing to go and watch that's out right now.
I think this
Oh,
is
yeah.
this is a good popcorn flick. It's
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
Good, just
It's
like,
it's a great thing to watch with some mates. A great thing to watch
Yeah.
by yourself. You're probably gonna get something out of it no matter what you see. Don't expect much because there isn't much there.
I mean, don't take your nan.
Yeah, I recommend it to anyone, even little kids. This is a good scary movie to kind of ease your way into scary movies.
I reckon like 11 and up.
Yeah. I reckon like it's not an overly scary movie.
Yeah, I reckon like this is a great film to start out with if you're thinking of taking a kid to a scary film.
Scary starter pack.
Because it's not gruesome.
Scary movie starter pack.
It's not gruesome. It doesn't.
No.
It's not.
It's got some shinies at the back.
It's got some.
Some what now?
You should scary starter pack. I'm just thinking of starter packs, and it's all like card packs, and they've all got shinies at the back.
Yeah.
I'm just so disappointed in both of you that I had to explain that.
You know what? Subtopic. I'm watching Scream on Netflix, and it's awesome.
Cool.
This show.
Moving on.
What a cool sound effect, Angus.
We're in the spoiler sections where we dissect and divulge all things about the movie. So if you haven't seen the movie, I guess we would recommend go seeing it before you get into this. Come back and see us afterwards.
Or
and
watch the trailer. It's the same.
Or do neither and just listen to us
Or do
because
neither
you're
and just
big,
listen.
big
Yeah.
slices.
Yeah, that too.
First off,
Hashtag Gordo.
Hashtag Gordo. First off, cinema dicks. Anyone got a cinema dick
Yes.
they want to pull out?
Kind of.
Okay.
So saw the movie. Fine.
Yep.
Not a cinema dick in the cinema.
Okay.
Went out to dinner.
That's not a cinema dick.
Cinema dick is now extending
That's-
past the cinema
that's not a
into
cinema dick.
Jordan's everyday life.
That's a dinner dick. Broadman, do you have any cinema dicks?
I was dick free this week.
Hey, nice
First
one.
week of like 7 or something.
Did you have any cinema
amazing.
dicks?
I may have been a cinema dick.
What did you do? You've been talking to the cops, man.
You've been talking to
You've been talking to the cops. Man.
No,
What did you do?
I bought a burrito in to eat because I was starving.
No,
it was very late at night.
That's noisy and messy, yeah.
It's not noisy, but it smells of burrito.
Yeah, there was someone in my cinema who had some sort of hot food,
Yeah.
and you
hot
can
food,
smell it from very
Hot
far
food
away.
permeates quite a lot.
And also, the further away you get from where that hot food has started, the worse it smells.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
yeah.
mind, like, coming from someone that likes meat.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting next to someone having a meat pie or, like, a sausage roll, num num nums makes me want to have my own. But if I'm, like, 10 meters away and I get a whiff, I'm like, oh, what's that?
No.
No.
No nose.
I don't want any of that. Not at all.
Yeah, so I guess I was a bit of a cinema dick for smuggling in a burrito.
You
but
are. I also, how did you smuggle the burrito?
in my pocket.
A pocket burrito.
A pocket burrito.
Pocket burrito.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so bad.
When we're 40 and we're talking about, so how did you become famous? Well, after
A
our
pocket burrito.
podcast,
I did the old pocket burrito.
after our podcast failed, we then decided to endorse ourselves with pocket burrito.
All right, guys. So, if you two have smuggled in something, if you two have smuggled in a pocket burrito or something better,
We have
let
it,
us-
Angus.
Let us know.
We would have said something if
I smuggle Brody in my pocket all the time to films.
Yeah, that's
Smuggle
it's,
Brody.
it's a joint effort.
Most positive thing about the film, Kane Dogs.
Positive
Let's
from Kane Dogs.
sink right into it.
Yes.
Delve deep. Let's let the positives wash over us.
Jordan,
Yeah.
if you're not going to make a pun,
Okay.
can you just get on with it?
All right. No need to be crabby. So I'm proud of that. I'm very proud of that. My favorite bit is literally anything Jason Statham did. He's just the perfect. Him and
Here's your spirit animal.
yeah, no, Ruby Rose, but him and or Ryan Reynolds. I don't know. You've got
So Ruby Rose, him or Ryan
No,
Reynolds.
it's just if you've got an R as your first name, and if you've got an R in the beginning of your first name and R at the beginning of your last name, probably a spirit animal.
Ronald Reagan.
Oh no! I think you could probably swap Jason Statham out for Dwayne The Rock Johnson in some films, but I think in this one you needed Jason Statham's like just intense macho, Jason Statham like animosity, and I think that's what made this film great. So anything with
fair
Jason Statham in this movie.
Including his fist fight with the shark.
Yeah,
basically.
including him actually
That was-
fighting a shark
When that happened,
in the air.
the biggest smile went across my face. I was like, yes!
Yeah.
This is everything that wasn't in Rampage. This is what is in this
Well, the
film.
thing is in a lot of films like this, whenever it's a monsterverse, the ending is always anticlimactic because you can't realistically just have someone fight a shark with their hands.
But he did it.
But he did it, and that was
the
great.
best.
Anytime they clearly they had to stuff him into a
I don't
wetsuit.
think that would have been better if he punched it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I loved all of that. That was
so
great. It felt very
ridiculously
Aliens
stupid.
for me as well a bit, with Sigourney Weaver, like, using a neck
Probably
suit.
shouldn't compare the two.
Nah, bro, they're just as good as each other.
Yeah. Have you seen Aliens 2, John? I'm pretty sure you haven't.
I haven't seen any of the Aliens films. I've been
I'm
meaning
gonna
to get
compare
around
this
to
the
it.
next Avengers film.
Brody,
Just getting clear.
you're most
My
positive.
favorite part of this entire film is at the very end when the credits rolled. The director of this film is named Turtlebaum.
I'm looking this up. Really?
Yep, Turtlebaum.
Turtlebaum.
I can't explain
John,
the humor
Yep, okay.
that went through my body and mind when I saw that the director of this ocean-based film
Turtle Torb is his name?
Turtle Torb. Yeah, there it is.
Turtle Torb.
The best name.
He sounds like a Pokemon.
It was the best
I
name.
wonder if he had to evolve to that name. He did National Treasure,
His name was Turtle
National Treasure 2, he did The
did
Sorcerer's
Ocean Path.
Apprentice.
It was the best bit of the entire film. I mean, close second is when Statham had a fist fight with the giant shark. But I just gotta admit, after that, the entire film, after everything that happened, I was like, this is amazing. And then, directed by Turtletown. It was like a Batman villain.
Very good.
Showing up
That's
at the
great.
end.
Angus.
what do you got?
My most positive was the little girl. She absolutely stole the show.
Yeah, she
like
was good.
everything
She was
that she
great,
did.
yeah.
Everything
Her
that
and
she
her
did,
mother
she
were
was-
really good.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much everything she said was just on point and really with
Well
the
delivered.
movie. Yeah. And good to have like that kind of adorableness in juxtaposition with the
It's a good
unadorable
It's
shark.
a good
I think
contrast.
you
I thought you were gonna
mispronounced
say,
Jason Statham.
I thought you were gonna say unadorable Jason Statham.
Yeah. Our most negatives. K-Dogs. Seeing as we're going around in a circle.
Honestly, I'm not sure I have too many. I think maybe there are a few too many, like, male co-stars of this film, because he has like his. I think the dickhead bad guy and like his old diving buddy friend probably could have been the same character. I think that would have been a bit. Because you've got like the Doctor.
I don't think there was a dickhead bad guy. I don't think he was a bad guy. It was
The
a dickhead.
I think the billionaire guy, I'd classify him as a bad guy when he's like, yeah, I've told all the authorities and everybody's safe, and then he straight up didn't.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he's still in more of a dick territory than evil.
Yeah.
Because, like,
On
he
the-
doesn't want them to get
Yeah.
hurt, but he's, like, he kind of cares more about his company. So he's not, like, the villain. But he is, yeah.
Alright, well, my point is, I think,
He
like,
still goes out to kill the shark. Like, he gives it a red hot go, you know?
I just think you've got, like, you've got the Doctor, and then you've got, like, and the Doctor is an older diving buddy, and then you've got the other guy that is an old diving buddy, and then you've got the guy that runs the place, and then you've got the billionaire guy, and then you've got the other, like, there's two computer hacker type guys, and Hiro, whatever he's. I think you've just got
Hiro.
a little, like maybe one or two too many sort of extra male cast that I think you could sort of mush those roles into one character.
But also, you need to have quantity so that
so you can kill
you can
people.
kill
Well,
them
that's
off.
true, except they didn't kill that many people considering how much was left. Like
How many people did they kill?
like 3. Like out of that
It wasn't a
cast,
huge amount.
most of the people that I mentioned then were still alive at the end of the film. Like the Doctor went, the hacker guy went, and the dickhead billionaire guy went,
And Hero.
And Hero.
and Hero. But I
I
still
there
feel
was
like
someone
you
else.
could have.
And the dad. I guess the dad didn't get killed by the shark. The dad
No.
just got fucked up on the boat.
I just think it was a bit.
Yeah, fair.
Like,
fair.
like, yeah, you need quantity. Put 1 or 2 more female characters in, because there was.
Yeah, I like to get a
there was-
bloody female eaten by a shark. You know, where's the equality? Come on.
No, well, you've got Ruby Rose, then you've got the ex-wife that was she was actually only in like 10 minutes worth of, like, she was at the beginning, and then I forgot about her until the end of the
and
film.
I'm kind of glad about that, actually. I liked having a character that they kind of dropped out when she became irrelevant.
But you could have
to the
made
story.
some more of them females or something like that. I don't know. Just felt a bit too macho heavy
Fair
for
enough.
me.
Fair. Cool. Broadman, negative.
Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit as well. I think I really like the actor who played Jordan's bad guy in this film, the multi-billionaire. He had like a TV show, and I really liked it. And
I'll find you it.
I haven't seen him in a bunch of stuff.
Is he on The Office? Is he the guy
I
on The
think
Office?
he was in The Office, yeah. I really like him. I didn't like him too much as this character. I think there was a lot of things that he said which were like, he just came across as like too much of a dick almost.
Yeah. He did kind of play like the audience as well. Like what did he say about Jason Statham? It's in the trailer as
He
well.
plays
where he's
Dwight on The Office.
Yeah, that's right. He's like when Jason Statham first like meets him, he's like, he looks heroic, but he's
got a bad
this
attitude or a negative
or something.
attitude?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like he did play the audience a bit.
I think his death was the only kind of like bad bit in the film for me.
Yeah.
Because it was the very basic, he didn't die.
I'm safe.
No way he
And
didn't.
I'm dead.
I wanted something like I knew.
It's like they
you
killed
knew that
him-
was going to happen.
yeah.
I wanted a more satisfying death.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was like the death wasn't very satisfying, and it just felt like they just put it in there as like another scene where a shark kills someone. It didn't have any impact to the story or anything.
It would have been great if the other people saw him get eaten. Like if he thinks he killed the whale, like he thinks he killed the shark, but he actually killed the whale, and then he goes back to the group of people and he's like, "Don't worry, I got it." And then you see like the fin come up and everybody's like, "You very clearly didn't." And then he turns around like slowly and the shark's there.
I think it would have been better.
The shark's just like, what the fuck, man?
I think
You killed my whale, man. You killed my whale
Kill my
friend.
whale.
I think I would have liked.
What? You killed my whale.
I was gonna eat that.
You killed my pet whale.
You want to eat that whale? I think I would have liked it if he was still in the boat and the shark came up and it bit into the whale once again, and he was like, "Okay, we're safe on the boat," and then the shark ate the entire boat or something.
The whole boat, yeah.
A whole one gulp. Angus, your biggest negative.
My biggest negative was for a bunch of like marine biologists and everything, no one knows how to stand on a boat properly and they always fall off. I just hated that.
Yeah.
That was my best.
So I do want to say, to add to positives, when I watched the trailer, I brought it up a few times that the shark changed size in the trailer and it really pissed me off. 2 sharks in this movie. That's fantastic. A little one and a bigger one. That was great, because the whole time I'm like, I swear the shark's bigger in some of these scenes in the trailer. And then they killed
and also
the shark.
when they kill it halfway through the movie,
Yeah,
you're like,
and I'm like,
well, what are you going to do now?
Well, that's when I was like, either they've killed, like, I was like, it's straight up not dead. Because you know the guy taking the picture?
Yeah.
I'm like,
put your head in it.
yeah, I'm
fucking
like,
idiot.
I'm like, oh,
Don't put
he's
your head in
straight
the
up
shark.
gonna lose his head, and we're gonna get like one of those like Kill Bill spray blood.
You know what would
things.
have been great if, like, turned out the shark could actually breathe outside of water as well, and then it turned into a land shark.
It just starts flying through the air, taking down helicopters.
There's a sequel for
Then it turns
this.
into like the Kessel Run or some shit from Star Wars. It's like people in hell's like he's like use the Force, Luke. He's like he just
Except
put away
it-
his tongue.
Except it's still Jason Statham.
The shark's like rah, and goes down his mouth.
I don't know how, but
Angus. Amazing idea for a film. Let's make this film.
I don't know, but
flying sharks.
Darth Vader's riding a little shark beside
somehow
it.
Brody's
Shark versus
description.
plane.
Somehow Brody's description of a flying shark movie was still much more of a visual gag than an audio gag.
Yep, you're welcome.
It's fantastic.
I'm always thinking about the audience, John.
Another thing
Get
that I
on
want to
my
mention.
level.
So there's a part in this film where there's like a wedding and it's not really relevant, but a dog gets sort of thrown overboard, and
Yeah.
towards the end of it, Jason, like you think the dog's gotten eaten, but you're not quite sure. And then towards the end of it, Jason Statham has killed the shark, and they're heading back to sort of the boat, and you see Jason Statham look over, and it cuts, and the dog is paddling. And I expected the next scene to be Jason Statham holding the dog while still heading back
No,
to
he
the
just
boat.
leaves it.
But no, he arrives on shore, and then like 10 minutes later into the film, the dog paddles onto the boat.
Yeah.
Which means he went past, saw the dog, and went, nah, and then kept going.
It's just like nah, it's
I
fine.
love that.
in the middle of the
I
ocean.
expected the next shot to be him holding a dog and to be like a bit of a cheap, kind of. Nah, he saw the dog and then ignored the dog.
I hated that dog bit. As someone who's not a big fan of dogs, especially whatever breed that dog is, I'm really not
It looked
a fan
like a
of.
rat,
It was
especially
just
when
like-
it was wet.
Like a tiny, like, it's like, ugh. What a, ugh.
Yeah.
And then
No good.
and I was just like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, the shark can eat it, go ahead.
All right. I think that's that's it. We'll leave it there. K-Dogs?
Well, you're in such a hurry to...
Yeah. Well, what else do you have to say?
Yeah.
It's pretty open and shut.
You drongo.
Do you have anything else to say about the film?
Not really. I think it was fun. It's a shark movie.
You really don't have time to edit tonight, do you?
No.
There
Right.
are sharks in this movie.
Wait, do we have anything else that you want to... Anything else that we want to talk about? I think it's pretty open shut. It's a good film. It's a shark film. It's a monster film.
Do we want a sequel?
Not pun.
Haha.
Do we want a sequel to this movie?
Don't care.
Nah. Fair.
I would like to see Jason Statham reboot the franchise Anaconda.
Oh, yeah.
Anacondas.
That'd be great.
That'd be good.
Because I feel like the first time I watched Anacondas, I was like, this is amazing. And then I watched it a couple of years later and I was like, oh, this is trash. And I feel like Jason Statham could bring the legitimacy back to the Anacondas franchise.
I know if Statham and legitimacy go together.
You know the movie
He's very good at playing it straight.
You know the
Just 'cause
movie...
I wouldn't want to see another water film because no matter what the animal would be, it would be the exact same thing.
Exact same type of thing. It'd
And
be
then,
like a
like,
crocodile,
land-
but the same thing.
Yeah, and then like I'm thinking of like an animal on land.
Well, that
would
fox-
be any kind of interesting.
Well, in Rampage, the only good scene we could all agree on was the scene with Joe Magnamello and the giant wolf.
Magnum Mallow.
Joe Marshmallow and the
Joe
giant
Magnum
wolf.
Yellow.
Joe Magnum Yellow.
I really like the idea of Anaconda because it's like half land, half water. It's like murky water, so you can't see in it. So it's like, and you could be on the barge the same as normal, and you could have a lot of the misdirects like you have in this film. People falling in the water and they swim back to the boat, and you're like, they're gonna die. Oh my God.
K-Dogs, do you have anything to close this?
Oh, I didn't even think of it. Nah.
My idea is we each
We
take
both
a
go
minute.
fight a giant shark.
No, we each take a minute and come up with the best shark-based pun to end the episode on.
Oh, I'm really bad at these.
Okay, we're gonna have a minute.
No.
I'm just
Don't get to
looking-
use your phone, John.
Put it down.
Cheating.
I like to think that you're not going to edit this, and it's just going to be...
A minute of silence at the end.
and then we'll all just shout out shark puns.
I think I've got mine.
Ain't that the tooth?
Thanks for listening to the Film,
Film
Slice,
Slice
podcast.
Podcast.
You
You're
can reach
welcome,
us
man.
on.
We're on Twitter.
You can reach us on
iTunes.
and
YouTube.
with a bit of
SoundCloud.
and don't forget the
Facebook.
with a bit of
Instagram.
on top. Thanks, guys. See you
Wait,
later.
we've done on Instagram twice.
Film Slice Pod.